CIL 650, in association with Tom Lucas Productions, presents Radio Real Estate.
Our house in the middle of our street.
And now, here are your hosts, Bill Macklem, Fern Northcutt, and Tom Lucas.
Well, okay, we're here at the open house. Fern, I just had an offer. Should I take down the for sale sign yet, or what do you think?
Hey.
Yeah?
Whatever.
Safe to do so?
Yeah, okay. Absolutely.
Welcome to the Radio Real Estate Show. Bill, how are you?
I'm good. A new word for sale signs.
What's that?
For sold.
For sold.
For sold.
It seems like that. We were just talking off air. You're saying sales it down a little bit this year compared to last year at this time, right?
Well, actually, the statistics over last month.
Roughly 60% or something? Or?
Mainly because, that we have to keep a grasp on the market daily. So over last month at this time, we have 42 listings more than the statistics were, and the amount of sales are down 60 sales over last month.
So listings are up, but sales are down.
Just a bit. I mean, we're not tipping the scales yet, and this is the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board. This is not statistics from the Vancouver Board.
Does this have anything to do with that word bubble?
Could do.
Could do.
There you go.
We'll see how the show goes on. 1 minute after 10 o'clock, Bill Macklem is here. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Welcome
good
back.
To be here.
You were in the hinterland on the weekend.
Yes, I was in Kamloops.
And it was warm up there. Huh?
Oh, it was warm. It was like 35 degrees.
35
Celsius.
degrees on the Celsius scale.
Yes.
As opposed
95 for us prairie dogs.
Yeah, that's true, too. So,
and it was hot, dry, and sunny.
Did you find out anything about the real estate situation in the hinterland?
You have to be very careful.
Yeah?
You have to be very careful. I have clients up there. I talked to them while I was there, matter of fact. And they're having some challenges because prices are starting to move up there as well.
Okay. Now we have a very special report on the program this morning. I'd like both of you to listen to it and then make a comment if you would. So listen very carefully to what this gentleman has to say.
I want to read you a quote from the Bank of Canada warning that heavily indebted households should use, quote, prudence and caution because borrowing costs can only go up and the housing market is probably overextended and elevated. That quote is not from Bank of Canada Governor Stephen Poloz. It, in fact, comes from the previous Bank of Canada Governor Mark Carney in 2012. We've been talking about this overheated housing market dating back to 2010 when the economy started to come back out of the downturn of the Lehman Brothers collapse and all that went on in 2008-09, and everybody thought, oh my goodness, the housing market's in a bubble. And what has it done? Pretty much ever since, gone up in a straight line. So yesterday we did hear from Stephen Poloz at the Bank of Canada, again warning consumers are over indebted. They're taking on too much mortgage risk and specifically focused on Toronto and Vancouver. The problem for the Bank of Canada is it's those two cities seeing the housing market price increase. Pretty much everywhere else, we've seen price declines. In Calgary, for example, slowing sales there. Some other towns and cities have actually seen home prices fall over the past 12 months. So it's a real issue for the Bank of Canada. They can't raise interest rates to slow the housing market down because that would hurt other parts of the economy and other parts of the country. And they might try to raise the mortgage requirement rules again. They've tried that on a couple of occasions. But again, it comes back to supply and demand. Not enough supply of housing and too much demand and people willing to pay elevated prices.
So we're talking about that supply and demand thing again. You just mentioned that too.
Yeah, that's any commodity, demand and supply.
Pretty much, huh? What do you think, Bill?
Oh, I think that he's got a good point. What's happening in the marketplace is that there's a continuing demand for product, and you're going to hit a kind of like a glass ceiling in terms of price acceptability by clients, and so they're going to stop. At some point, they just say, like, I can't afford this. It's too much out of my range. A house is worth $400,000 is now worth $800,000. So people have a real reluctance to accept that. So they start kind of hitting back or bouncing back and starting to say, I'm not prepared to pay that. So they start withdrawing a bit. And you always see that in any kind of rising market, that if it gets out of hand, if your appraisal companies can't keep up to the pricing so they can even appraise the property so that it reflects the new value, you get some real problems. So there's some real challenges there. But again, you get back to supply and demand. It's kind of like an artificial deficit of housing because all our municipalities, I don't know a municipality that is faster than at least 6 months in terms of giving building permits. And if you can't get the product on the market, you're going to have a real problem maintaining the flow of products so that these housing demands don't make the market go nuts like this.
You're always interested and you're always available to talk about mortgages to people?
Absolutely.
When they give you a call at your office, how do they do that?
They do that at 604-684-4663. That's 684-HOME.
And now somebody wants to talk about real estate, you're always available too. I know that.
Thank
Because
you.
I've called you in the middle of the night. You're
Yeah,
there. And
just
what do you want now, Tom?
Usually it's by email. What I find out interesting about this article, though, that was talked about in 2012. And here we are 4 years later, and nothing has changed. I mean, except acceleration. We have not seen a bubble burst at all. Anyway, it's Fern Northcott. I can be reached by cell or text at 604-790-9066. That's 604-790-9066.
Thank you, Fern. Bill Macklem, who is president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages, is on the program as usual again this morning. You'll have the mortgage rate update in just a couple of minutes, right, Billy?
Just absolutely.
And Bill will also answer your mortgage question of the week.
You know, I forgot to tell you, there's a woman who listens to the show. We'll give her a new first name. We'll call her Noreen, because that is her name. She loves the way you say absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Doesn't like anything else about you, but likes the way you say absolutely. I'm just kidding. She loves you.
That's good to hear.
All right, so what else is going on?
Well,
Billy?
later on the show, we're going to chat about some of these same things. House prices, supply and demand. We're going to be going through some of these things because there's a real challenge with that. And we're also going to kind of touch on the fact that, maybe we need a competitor to the banks that are currently licensed by the Government of Canada, since they do 60% of all the financing in Canada.
Absolutely. Oh, sorry, that's your line.
Our radio real estate home handyman, Finn Jensen, is with us this morning to talk about our old friend, climate change.
Monica Dinabriga, president of Mummies, will be here with her cleaning tip of the week. This morning, Monica says, summer is on the way. Well, it doesn't look like this morning, but anyway, summer is on the way. And so was backyard entertaining. And I have to tell you that we did a backyard entertaining with Tom about a few months ago.
Yeah.
And he did this great picture. We had a fabulous time.
Is that the one where the cruise ship was going through your living room?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I'll explain that one later. It's the Radio Real Estate Show. We'll be talking about the headlines that are, we had headlines. Boy, oh boy, do we have headlines this week, huh?
We do.
Yeah.
Well, the world of real estate never stops, so we'll be playing the headlines of the stories that made the news. We'll talk to Bill and Fern about that. Also, we'll be talking with our financial advisor of the show, one of them. His name is Norm Holmes. He is the vice president of Pioneer West Acceptance. Now, this morning, Norm wants to talk about the Rule of 72.
That is a fabulous rule. That's a rule they should teach in school.
Is it really?
Yep. Well, most people kind of look at it and say, what do you mean?
Were you looking at me when he said that?
Maybe.
Yeah, because he said to me, he says, maybe we should talk about the Rule of 72. I said, huh?
Yeah.
So that's good.
It's an essential.
It's a good rule.
Fern knows that rule.
You know the Rule of 72?
Lots of things we should teach in school.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Bill's mortgage question of the week is coming up. If there's something you would like to know about, leave your question on our website, RadioRealEstateJune11th2016. That's RadioRealEstateJune11th2016, and Bill will answer it on next week's show.
Andrea Jock of Keller Williams Elite Realty is going to chat with us about real estate in the Tri-Cities.
Mm-hmm. And Don Mortimer from Remax Crest West Side will be on the show this morning. He's going to take a look at the Greater Vancouver real estate market.
And it is 10:08, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on CL 650.
Thank you, Fern. Time now for the weekly mortgage rate update with the resident mortgage expert on the program, Mr. William Macklem from Bill Macklem Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Macklem Mortgages.
That's easy for you to say.
No, it's not.
Rates are pretty much consistent. Your banks are down to as low as 259, which is great. We do have some peripheral lenders now that if they have a CMHC insurance, so it means a high ratio, less than 20% down, you're going to close in 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
You have a certain beacon score and certain type of job, you might see rates as low as 239. So that's 0.2 less than what everybody else is offering. But those have special rules, special needs, special wants. But they're showing a bit of a trickle down. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, Tom.
So what you're saying is if you have a mortgage now and it's coming up for renewal, it might be a good idea to get onto the blower or go visit your mortgage broker.
Exactly. And what you read is not always what the truth is.
It's not?
No.
You're kidding.
So that's a new
really?
Yeah, it's a new premise.
What you read is not always the way it is.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. That's good stuff. So it's 10:09. It's the Radio Real Estate Show. In the next segment of our program, Bill will be answering the mortgage question of the week. And later in the program, we're going to be examining those real estate headlines. That's right. They got some headline news. We'll continue our weekly feature on money and the Rule of 72, I believe it is.
It's a fabulous rule.
It's
something we should all pay attention to.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to pay attention to Norm. Then he's the Vice President of Pioneer West Acceptance. He'll be on the air shortly.
And you're listening to Vancouver's original on-air open house on Radio Real Estate on CL 650. Hi, this is Fern Northcott from Remax Performance. Your real estate dreams begin with you. Real estate is the greatest investment you will ever make. Approach it as an adventure, financially and emotionally without mistakes. I have a plan for making your real estate investments work for you. Call or text me, Fern Northcott, at 604-790-9066, 604-790-9066, or visit fnorthcott.com.
Michael, good morning.
Morning, Tom.
Nice to have you on the program. However, whenever I talk to you, I got to be careful how I phrase this. I get a little hot under the collar. Do you have something there that can cool me down, especially in my car?
We can cool you down to a comfortable temperature with no problem. We're offering 10% off on air conditioning service because we know the hot weather is coming.
Summer will be here soon. Get your car in tip-top shape. Make sure it's nice and cool in there. Go to this website, northvancouvernissan.com, and ask for my friend Mike.
I'll be there.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem from Dominion Macklem Mortgages. You have equity in your home. You are over 65. We have some exciting financing options for you. Purchase your second home, help your children buy their home, or set up an annuity for life. Call Dominion Macklem Mortgages at 604-684-4663, 604-684-HOME.
CL 650. Letters. We get letters. We get stacks and stacks of letters.
What are you laughing at? You haven't go down the hall and put the sweater on.
I think of the guy with the violin.
We should explain to somebody who's maybe new to the program that every week Bill answers a mortgage question of the week. And we kind of like, remember the old Perry Como show? You're old enough to remember Perry Como.
My mom told me about it.
Good. I'm glad your mom did. Well, he used to take a request to sing a song of the week, and he would put on his granddad's sweater and sing the song. So we got a bill. He's got a different sweater every week, right?
Do you remember that, Tom?
No.
Good.
My parents used to watch. I used to sleep while I was on, but I used to hear every once in a while. And so we've got Bill a sweater just like Perry Como had. You slip a different sweater on every week because we have a different mortgage question every week, right?
Absolutely. And I'm going to get a short sleeve one for the summer.
So there's going to be a short answer today?
No.
Oh. Okay, well, here's the question.
Our question of the week comes from Sandy Demshaw of Cloverdale, my home turf. Sandy says she and her husband are thinking about becoming first-time buyers. In this kind of real estate market, is there anything we should be leery of, when applying for our first mortgage?
Well, thanks, Vern. That's a good question from Sandy. You want to make sure that when you're thinking of getting a pre-approved or getting approved for your first mortgage, you better start early. And I'm going to tell another story about some other people I saw this past week, but let's answer this question first. So when you're going to look and get into the market, you got to make sure your ducks are in a row. So we know that all the lenders are busier than all get out. So they don't have a lot of time. So if you don't have a full package going in, you're going to be pushed back. So if you have a rush deal that you just wrote with Fern on getting approved, and you don't have all your paraphernalia, all your documents that you require, you're going to get pushed back. And so that's going to take longer to get approved. It's going to take longer to get the appraisal done. It's going to get longer, so you now have to get an extension done on your financing. And you may not get that extension because somebody else is also interested in the same property.
Right.
So you want to make sure you do the basics again. You want to get a pay stub. You want to get your notice of assessment from Revenue Canada. You want to get your T4 from 2015. I'm thinking of 1915, but anyway, we'll go with 250.
Before our time,
So
buddy.
go 250. We do that. We want to make sure that you have proof of your down payment. Is it in your RSPs? Give me a 9-day history. Is it going to be a gift? I need to get a gift letter. I need to have that money going into the account. We need to have as much documentation as you can. If you have a pay stub and it's not through Ceridian or something like that, if it's handwritten by your employer, we need to see proof of that going into a bank account for the last 90 days, last 3 months, to show that you actually earned that income. So we need to have all this documentation. The banks, because everybody qualifies basically for a mortgage these days. I mean, you and your guppy, Tom, were qualified for 2 mortgages. And so the banks have to figure out a way to turn you down because they don't want everybody.
They don't want my guppy?
No, they don't want your guppy.
Well, it might take your guppy, maybe not you, Tom.
Yeah, well,
Say.
that's true.
So you have to have all this documentation, and you want to have it up front.
Okay, so if what's the lady's name? Sandy would like some more information, she'd call her mortgage broker and give you a call, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'm at basically I'm at the office. I have a cell phone. It's always called forward to the office. People get mad at me because it is, but you know what? If I'm with a client, I'm not going to answer the phone. And if I'm not with a client, I'm in the office. So therefore, you're always going to get a hold of me.
And you know what? I respect that with my clients as well. I just got a call here, which is kind of interesting. And with technology, I can go click, and it says, sorry, can't talk now, talk later. Anyway, for expert mortgage information online, visit billymac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, mac.com. Or call Bill at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663.
It's 15 after 10 o'clock right now. It's the Radio Real Estate program. And here's Andrea.
Say that again.
Yes, what was I saying?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the Radio Real Estate program.
Radio Real Estate.
Well
I'm thinking next week we're changing the name of the show. That's something I can get out. Anyway, here's Andrea Jock from Keller Williams Elite Realty. She is on the line. Hello, Andrea.
Hi, Tom. Good morning, everyone.
How you doing this morning?
Great, thanks. How are you?
Well, I'm pretty busy, and I suppose you've had another very busy week in the Tri-Town areas.
Sure have. Today I'm featuring a private ocean view oasis in beautiful Belcarra, just minutes from Port Moody City Center, and featuring your own dock share. This sensational 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom family home is nestled amongst a Stanley Park setting with breathtaking pedestal views overlooking the cove of Bedwell Bay. From the moment you step into this beautiful 3,700 square foot residence, you will be impressed with the sprawling open concept floor plan over 2 levels, gorgeous hardwood flooring, fabulous 2-way center fireplace, and oversized windows capturing the spectacular water views from every seaside window of the home. You will love the gourmet kitchen featuring top-of-the-line KitchenAid and Jenn-Air appliances, beautiful cabinetry, and a wine bar. Soak up the sun and take in the views from the 2 large patios. This great home offers a 1- or 2-bedroom suite and a large storage or a hobby room. On the market for $1.898. Come by and visit the open house today and tomorrow from 1 to 4. This is Andrea Jock for Radio Real Estate.
To get in touch with Andrea by calling 604-783-3124. That's 604-783-3124. Or visit her at pinnaclegrouprem.com. pinnaclegrouprem.com.
Now, coming up to the program, we'll chat about the real estate headlines, the stories that made the news this past week, and we'll continue our conversation with our new financial series. Norm Holmes will be here. He's the Vice President of Pioneer West Acceptance Corporation. We're talking about the rule of 72.
Yes.
It's a good rule.
I love it.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So good morning. This is for Northcott of Remax Performance Realty with our mortgage expert, Bill Macklem, President of Dominion Macklem Mortgage. Producer Dwayne Bishop and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate on Vancouver's original on-air open house on CL 650.
Hi, Tom Lucas here with Norm Holmes, the Vice President of Pioneer West. Norm, we've talked about MICs. What is a MIC?
A MIC is a mortgage investment corporation. It's a pooled fund of mortgage investments. It has a special status before Revenue Canada so that the interest or income is paid out every year and it doesn't have to pay tax. That provides the investors a higher rate of return than similar products.
If you'd like to get more information on MICs, go online, pioneerwest.com. That's pioneerwest.com.
Introducing Mommy Maids, a business created out of the lack of employment opportunities for single moms with flexible working hours. From residential to commercial, you can trust their insured and bonded cleaning professionals with any task. Let them clean your castle with no hassle. Go to mummymaids.com or call 604-533-4959.
1, 2, 3, ABC. Mommy Maids, come rescue me.
Michael, good morning.
Morning, Tom.
Nice to have you on the program. However, whenever I talk to you, I got to be careful how I phrase this. I get a little hot under the collar. Do you have something there that can cool me down, especially in my car?
We can cool you down to a comfortable temperature with no problem. We're offering 10% off on air conditioning service because we know the hot weather is coming.
Summer will be here soon. Get your car in tip-top shape. Make sure it's nice and cool in there. Go to this website, northvancouvernissan.com, and ask for my friend Mike.
I'll be there.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem from Dominion Macklem Mortgages. With interest rates always being the topic of discussion, it is important to have a mortgage professional who will guide you. If interest rates are all you think of, I can get you a 0% interest rate if you put 100% down. Of course, with 100% down, you don't really need a mortgage. Variable rates versus fixed rates. Which one is right for you? Call Dominion Macklem Mortgages, 604-684-4663, 604-684-HOME.
Vancouver weather.
Well, now it says the rain should end later on this morning. Is it raining? Should I go outside and check? Do I want to check?
No.
Okay, I won't check. So I'll take the word for it. The rain is going to end by noon today, right, Billy?
That's right. Mainly cloudy tomorrow. 30% chance of showers in the morning. About a high of 19 in the afternoon with a little bit of sun. And then Monday, it's going back to cloudy.
Not a bad idea. So tomorrow we just take the bar of soap and go out in the backyard and stand there and get wet and sunny.
Either that or have the alarm set for noon.
Yeah.
And go out in the sun. It'll be over by 5, and you go back in.
I like your idea better. Right now it is 13 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show.
CIL 650.
Baby, you're a rich man. Well, we'll see how rich you are now, or could be. Our friend is on the line. His name is Norm. His last name is Holmes. He happens to be the vice president of Pioneer West Acceptance Corporation. Norm, good morning.
Good morning, Tom and everyone. I want to discuss the Rule of 72 with your audience today. One of my clients was a supervisor for Dairyland, and he was tired of his poor-performing mutual funds, so he transferred part of his RSP to invest in our mortgage investments through Pioneer West Mixed Shares. After a year, he was so impressed with how fast his investment grew, he transferred the rest of his RSP. He told me, "Norm, I've never found such a great investment in all my years, and it's so easy to earn money in mortgage investments." The reason our mortgage-backed mixed shares do so well is due to the Rule of 72. The Rule of 72 states that whatever your investment rate of return is, if you divide that into 72, the answer is how many years the investment takes to double. So as an example, a 7.2% return doubles in 10 years because it goes 10 times into 72. And a 14.4% return doubles in 5 years. This is how powerful compound interest is, and Pioneer West mortgage-backed mixed shares have this compounding effect. This is Norm Holmes for Radio Real Estate.
For more information, call Norm at 604-987-1420. That's 604-987-1420. Or visit pioneerwest.com. That's pioneerwest.com. And those points of Norm's are valid.
Makes a lot of sense on the
Rule
of 72.
So if you're going to get a 0.1 return at your bank, divide that into 72, it'll tell you how long it's going to take to double.
Can I borrow your calculator?
You and I will not be here by the time it doubles. I'm sorry to tell you.
No, we won't. And what I liked, he said, compound interest. Always remember that phrase.
Could we leave it to Dwayne?
Yep, I guess.
Yeah, why not?
We're leaving you all our money, pal.
Why, thank you.
It's not that much. It's Radio Real Estate, 22 minutes after 10 o'clock. Very special guest is coming on the program this morning. As a matter of fact, very, very special guest right now. Kim, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Tom. How are you?
Nice to hear you after 10 o'clock in the morning. My God.
Yeah, it's early.
Yeah, no,
it's early.
Kim is the gentleman that does the traffic with me on the morning show here in Seattle, and Kim is into the real estate market. You have a property for sale, and on yesterday on the show, you were saying to me that you haven't sold it yet, and you wonder what the heck's going on.
Yeah. I need some people to come by and buy the house.
Well, tell us a bit about the house, Kim. We're gonna put your your real estate agent's hat on right now.
Oh, okay. It's about 1,800 square feet, a little bit more than that. It's got 2 kitchens. It's a 2-bedroom suite, master and a smaller bedroom upstairs, and a full 1-bedroom suite downstairs with kitchen and bathroom. And it's right in the heart of Vancouver, kind of the area of Kingsway and Nanaimo area. We're just a couple blocks away from there on Mannering. And we have an open house at 2 o'clock this afternoon and same time tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a reserve open house. You have to get a hold of the realtor to come by and make an appointment to come in and see it. But that's happening at 2 today and 2 tomorrow and then another day later on this week.
Okay, maybe you can...
They're looking for about $1.28 million for this place.
Are you retiring soon or what?
No, I'm not going to retire. I'm never going to retire.
Now, Finn,
you're never going to retire either, are you, Tom?
No, well, no, no work. Fern, we were giving all the information. Fern was taking some notes down there, and you have maybe a question or two for our friend Kim?
How long have you been on the market, Kim?
About a week.
Okay. Why hasn't it sold?
We've only had one open house, and we've got other ones scheduled. So I'm not sure what the realtor has as far as bids go, or what people have offered for the house yet. So I know that there's people interested. It just hasn't actually solidified yet.
I see. So it sounds like your realtor is on track, and if there were any offers that were even verbal, they would have been communicated to you. So, when you said you had no idea what kind of thing there's coming on there, by law, we have to communicate every offer that we get to the seller within a timely manner. So it sounds like you're on track. Are you?
They are. They're doing a great job.
Good.
They're bringing people by. We've had a crowd come through already, and we want more crowds.
You mean all those people that came through your house? Not one of them wants to make an offer?
Well, there have been. It's actually the house is not owned by me. It's the landlady that's doing it. We've been in here for about 10 years, renting the house upstairs and downstairs. It's a good quality house, and it's old. It's about 60 years old, and but in good shape. It's been maintained all through these years, and yeah, it's time to sell. So we're going to be moving on, and so I don't really know exactly what the offers that have transpired, because it's not mine, it's the landlady's, although she's kept me in the loop and with what's going on, and I've been trying to help her get all organized with the open houses here and everything. So it's been a little bit of a chore on our part, but it looks promising, it looks good. It's fun to be involved in this to this degree in a sale of a house. So it's kind of fun, and meeting new people as well. And, you know, I met a new friend, Stephen Sean of Sutton Group West Coast Realty. He's really on the ball. Him and his wife are a team here selling. And do you want their phone number? You can maybe make an appointment, come by and see.
Do we want the phone number?
You want the phone number?
Do you want the phone number?
It's 604-417-2000. 604-417-2000.
I'm sorry, Kim, could you give that number again? We didn't write it down fast enough.
Sure, it's 604-417-2000.
Okay, I was thinking about this. The reason why your place probably hasn't sold is because you are renting there, and maybe the prospective purchaser thinks that your lease goes along with the sale of the home.
Yeah, maybe they're thinking that, but it's not. It's not. We're gonna be out of here by probably mid-July, out by August 1st. But,
Bill has a question for you, Kim.
Kim, I mean, I know the incomes you guys make here in the radio station, and you guys are like rock stars. So I'm just wondering why you're not buying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to move out of here. I want to get out of Vancouver and get into some city that's a little bit cheaper to live in.
Whoa! Don't be like giving up your job on the radio, Kim. Come on.
Well, no. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to move a little bit closer to where I'm working, which would save me a lot of money in gas every month.
True enough, but you heard the law of 72. Well, that same law applies to real estate. You should always be as close as possible to the center of the pond. And it sounds to me like where you are right now, you're in the middle of the center of the pond, and that's where you see the largest gains in growth and the best ways to make some money on a property.
Well, I hear CL 650 has a room available just down the hall. So I was actually thinking
rent's too high.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry, Kim.
Kitchen and everything.
We have your name on it. We have your name on it. You're going to be in good hands.
Okay, you mean he's going to take over your room, Tom?
Yeah, he's going to be taking out the garbage too. So listen, Kim, we're going to try and get that house sold for you. If you don't sell it over the weekend, let's talk about it on Monday morning on the show. How about that?
Oh, okay, that sounds great. That sounds great. We'll have 2 open houses till then. I'll have lots of information for you.
And you, Bill, and Fern, and I will all go for a coffee one hour.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful.
Okay, Kim.
Can you get me in that Grape Escape contest as well? Can you get me in that?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Because sometimes you know what they say, it's who you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah. And now you know Bill and Fern, so you're in.
Is that a little like insider trading?
We're going to get him pre-approved.
Yep.
You go have a good day, Kimberly.
I will. Thank you very much, Tom.
Thanks, buddy.
Kim.
Talk to you Monday morning. Okay, there's Kim Larson, does the traffic on the morning show, and so you straighten him out a little bit. You kind of offered a little bit of help, and that's a good thing.
I'm trying to think why you would buy it.
Well, you got the money he has. Come on.
Look, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, you got to get pre-approved.
You got to do that. You ready for some news headlines?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do some news headlines. Oh, what a week it's been. First of all, let's just cut right to the chase. Vancouver Mayor Gregor Robertson supports a luxury and flipping tax on homes. The mayor is calling on the federal government to bring in measures to rein in the city's housing market.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'm not so sure that the luxury or the flipping tax is going to work, but I certainly think that there has to be something done in terms of a vacancy tax.
Mm-hmm.
If you're buying a property, and it's going to be like there's one home on the news the other day that had been vacant for 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
So there has to be some type of legislation available for the municipalities to ensure that these homes are not occupied by people that shouldn't be there. Things are not being done in the homes that are kind of like maybe on the bad side of law. And plus the fact that we have to be able to make sure that these homes maintain their premise and their structure in terms of the community itself.
Mm-hmm. I put the question out to somebody else a couple of weeks ago. They said, well, lots of people own homes and they're not here.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, they can be away for 6 months, and that's understandable. But it
could be working.
It's the ongoing vacancy, like year after year after year. I think that's what we're more looking at than if you go away for the weekend, all of a sudden they got a luxury tax on you because you're not home.
Yeah.
You know, like there has to be a certain amount of common sense. Oh, I'm sorry. We're talking about government here, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Okay,
that's an oxymoron.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to love this one. In a recent letter to the it was on the editorial page in one of the local papers, and I don't make this stuff up, let me tell you. A gentleman who lives out in Coquitlam, we won't give his name, he wrote, local real estate guru Bob Rennie and all the real estate company owners could help potential home buyers and sellers by, are you ready for this? implementing a reasonable salary commission. With house prices jumping by 20 to 40% last year, I am at a loss trying to figure out what the heck is going on.
You want me to answer that, don't you?
Well, okay, yeah.
Hey, well, there you go. I got a 3-page letter here.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, first of all, if there is a moratorium on the amount of commission that can be charged, okay, that's against the law to begin with anyway. But the less commission that you charge, the more houses you have to sell.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you looking at? Are you looking at cost and service, or are you looking at multiple sales, multiple listings to just, just to feed your family?
And isn't it true, too, behind the scenes, a realtor will spend a whole lot of money that the average consumer doesn't even know about?
Well, it's interesting you should say that, Tom. When you look at this, that as they were talking about commission on here, the most widely used commission structure is 7% on the first 100,000, 2.5 on the balance. Or on 600,000, let's say to 900,000, that on 600,000 the realtor is being paid 22,000 on, and there's a real breakdown on that too. 900,000, the commission is 27,000, and when you look at the seller gets an extra 300,000 in their pocket. So you look at the trade-off on that. And sure, it's market inflation, et cetera, et cetera. So the realtor realizes $6,000 and the homeowner realizes $300,000. So from there, you've got a 50-50 breakdown between the listing agent and the selling agent, which works out to, let's say, $13,000. Then you got to pay your income tax of 43%, which is now you're down to $7,410 per deal. And then, of course, the public say, well, your taxes, your expenses are tax deductible, but you have to put it out before you get it back. And, of course, we are in an inflationary market, and I certainly understand.
So if you were selling Kim's home there that Kim had just talked about on the radio, and you had it on the market for 6 months and you had no action on it, you would make nothing.
That's right.
So you spend all that money and time and effort, and you get nothing out of it.
And advertising.
And advertising,
well,
absolutely.
The bottom line is when somebody signs anything, any contract with me, whether it's a listing contract or whether it's a sale contract, by the time I break down all of my costs for advertising, promo, you name it, it costs me $2,100 per signature. That's even out of the gate.
All right, now here's another good one for you. It said housing prices trigger bigger tax hikes. Some homeowners in the Port Moody area are getting shockingly big property taxes in the mail, while other owners that own condos are getting a break.
What do they mean getting a break? I would like that clarified.
Maybe it means they're paying less taxes.
Well, it's a multifamily to begin with, and it's smaller square footage. And, of course, each municipality is encouraging multifamily rather than single-family dwelling. So, the more land you have with your house on it, the more taxes you're going to pay as opposed to a condo.
Well, looking at Port Moody's website, they're saying that overall there's a $95 or a 4.98% increase in taxes this year over last on a house on an average household value of $643,000, and of that 62% of that goes to municipality and 36% of that goes to the school. So there's not really a whole lot. The municipal portions have actually dropped. In 2016, they're getting 4.98. In 2013, they're getting 5% of the value. And in 2012, it was 5.4. So it's actually less than what it was in the previous years.
You guys have all the answers. I love this. Here's a great question. You guys are going to love this next question. I guarantee it. You're going to love it. The headline says, "We are being colonized." When it comes to what is going on with the Vancouver housing market, my perception is that the people who govern us are not patriots, but greedy speculators who see Canada as if it were their own property to use as they wish. They are pushing Canadians out of the housing market and selling Canada to China, allowing it to colonize us peacefully. Here's the next killer. It says, marijuana's legalization helps with that. What does that mean? I have no idea.
Well, I'm looking at that comment. I'm wondering, was that written in about 1750 by the natives in the area that owned the land?
Or was it written after a quick toke?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But getting back to the colonization, is this I mean, you can talk about the people who actually were the first Canadians, and they owned the land, and then all us other people came in and took over. They could be saying the same thing. So what we're saying is that it was okay for us to come in, but it's not okay for anybody else to come in.
Is that called a NIMBY?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not in my own backyard.
Not in my backyard.
Not
You're
my
kidding? Not in my
backyard,
backyard. Okay. So I guess we'll be talking to this gentleman after the Mr. Trudeau.
And the marijuana stuff, I have no idea.
Me neither. I don't equate.
Yeah, sorry.
It's 10:35. This is it. Loss of moral compass. A loss of moral compass has landed an ex-realtor a 2-year sentence for fraudulent dealings. The court heard evidence that realtor, I won't give his name, used his position with Sutton Realty to sell a house or buy a house or get in touch with a condo. There's somebody who owned the Filipino community, and he said he was going to sell it, and the client gave him some dough, and no.
I read that story.
Yeah.
We just don't seem to have tough enough rules. I mean, here's a guy that fraudulently went out and took advantage of his own community, and then they give him a 2-year sentence.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these people lost their hard-earned money. Why isn't he responsible to pay those people back?
Good idea.
I don't care how long he spends in jail. How about the people that trusted him and gave him the money?
That is a very good suggestion, Bill.
I think I see exploitation of his own culture.
I see a follow-up to this coming.
There you go.
Very soon. Should we go visit him in jail soon?
No,
Bill.
We should
He
go
should
visit
lose
the
his
community.
license. He should never get his real estate license back. I mean, not only
it
is
wasn't
that
his
it says
fault.
moral in our sheet here, but it's
I'm sorry, it
total
wasn't his fault.
fraudulent.
It was the pressure of the time. I'm sorry. I'm sure that it was raining that day, and he just lost his way.
Hang the sucker. Oh dear. In our next segment, we will be joined by Monica de Novriga, president of Mommy Maids, and Monica says summer is almost here, and you better be ready for some backyard entertainment.
Well, I think there's going to be some more real estate information coming up here. Maybe a little bit more civilized than the last conversation. We're on Vancouver's original on-air open house.
It's Tom Lucas with the co-host Fern Northcott of Remax Performance Realty, Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Our producer is Dwayne Bishop, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on CIL 650. Michael, good morning.
Morning, Tom.
Nice to have you on the program. However, whenever I talk to you, I got to be careful how I phrase this. I get a little hot under the collar. Do you have something there that can cool me down, especially in my car?
We can cool you down to a comfortable temperature with no problem. We're offering 10% off on air conditioning service because we know the hot weather is coming.
Summer will be here soon. Get your car in tip-top shape. Make sure it's nice and cool in there. Go to this website, northvancouvernissan.com, and ask for my friend Mike.
I'll be there.
Hi, this is Fern Northcott of Remax Performance. Your real estate dreams begin with you. You deserve the facts of a professional home evaluation based on the statistics of the MLS. To find out what your house is really worth, call or text me. Fern Northcott, 604-790-9066, 604-790-9066, or visit fnorthcott.com.
Hi, it's Tom Lucas with Norm Holmes, Vice President of Pioneer West. Norm, we've talked about MICs before. I need to know, how safe are they?
I consider that MIC shares are a very safe investment. The benefit is that if there's ever any loss on the portfolio, it's taken out of the fund to reduce the yield. And I would compare them similar to a bond in terms of risk security.
To get more information on MICs, go to pioneerwest.com. That's pioneerwest.com.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem from Dominion Macklem Mortgages. As your mortgage broker, I am your home loan consultant, helping you finance the largest debt of your life. All of us want to make the right financing decision when we're making this choice. Even after you sign for your mortgage, we are still there for you. Call us. Dominion Macklem Mortgages, 604-684-4663, 604-684-HOME.
CIL 650. The cleanup woman, 'cause she's tough. I mean, she really cleans up.
She's out there cleaning up while you're in here making it messy.
Absolutely. We're getting ready for the summer, though.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think we're going to have a repeat performance of Monica because we didn't tell anybody this story earlier in the show, but she had her house broken into over the weekend.
Oh, no.
Well, you know what it's like? They sold her files and everything else like that.
Yeah.
So I said, because Bill does a lot of entertaining in his backyard. You certainly do.
Absolutely.
And you're one of the few people that have your backyard in tip-top shape, I will point out, my friend, too. Tip-top!
Tip-top.
But you were talking to Monica last year, and she told you how to keep your place in tip-top shape.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially for all that barbecuing party.
Yeah.
atmosphere.
So when she gets things
you
back to
party
normal,
animal.
hopefully next week we'll talk about that. But in the meantime, we have something special, a repeat performance for Mr. Bill Macklem.
Hi, Tom. Cleaning your lint in your dryers is such an easy chore to do. But let's be honest, sometimes we let it slide. That's a mistake, as failing to remove lint from their dryer is the leading cause of 2,900 annual dryer fires, which results in 100 injuries and 5 deaths each year. All the more reason to get back to good habits and clean the lint filter after each load of your laundry or before you start the next one. But be consistent so you don't forget. And remove lint from the vent pipe, the tube at the back of the machine that releases the hot air outside of your home. Clean that every 3 months. So washing your walls is a very important part of cleaning your home. You can have your walls professionally cleaned, or you can do it yourself. It's a good idea to wash walls to get rid of odors that may have been sitting on your walls for years, especially if you're a smoker or like cooking with very heavy, smelly spices. You can use TSP. This is a great cleaner. It will get rid of the grease and the odors on your wall. And you can buy this at any drugstore or department store. It's good prep also for your walls if you're painting your walls. This is Monica Dinabriga for Radio Real Estate.
Mommy Maids will clean your castle with no hassle. Call Monica at 604-533-4959. That's 604-533-4959. Or visit mommymaids.com. That's mommymaids.com.
We were talking off the air, I guess, last week about what would it cost to have Mommy Maids come over. And I asked Monica, how much does it cost to come over? And she was saying that what they do is they have a flat rate they charge by the hour. Mm-hmm. So if there's one chore they can do, one big one or about 4 or 5 small ones, they just do them. So it's
really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she cleans motorhomes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And she's going to tell Bill how to clean his backyard. So when you're back from your motorhoming, we're going to go to Bill's house.
Works for me.
Drive by the motorhome, pick me up, and go to Bill's house.
Oh, sure, why not?
Oh, that's a good idea. Radio Real Estate on CL 650. Our co-host is Fern Northcott. She's a realtor on the program. Well, you're a realtor all the time, but you do it for Remax Performance Realty here in Delta. What are your areas of expertise, by the way?
Well, I grew up in North Delta, and that's where I started my career 43 years ago. But, of course, all my clientele has kind of moved from North Delta to Surrey to Langley to on points beyond. So my area of expertise is North Delta, Surrey, South Surrey, Langley, White Rock.
I just noticed that fancy dancy pin that's like blinding me.
Well, you know, I like a little bit of bling.
A little bit of bling. Holy cow, is that a Remax thing?
Yeah.
That's quite nice. What'd you get that for? What's that? Is that an award? What?
You know, with us realtors, we have to pay for everything. No, I bought it at a convention.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. God, I know it's Bill. You and I don't have any bling like that.
There's nothing for nothing.
What can I say? Only one of us can have bling in this room.
I gotcha. Okay, well, let's just find out what's going to be going on in the world of real estate in just a short time. We'll be talking with our good friend. He's between here and there. His name is Don Mortimer. He's a great realtor, nice guy, kind of a goofy little guy, but he can sell your house. I know, seriously. He's got a joke for everything.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes they're not that good.
Goofy works.
Goofy works for me.
Yeah.
That's why we're all on the show together, right?
This is a true story.
So Don Mortimer will be here. He's with the Remax Crest Realty website. He's going to talk about the Vancouver market right after the break. Bill, you've got something special coming up, too.
I do. We're going to be talking a little bit more about prices of homes. Mm-hmm. I'm actually going to look at the Montreal market and just show you what the market is doing in Montreal compared to the rest of Canada.
Ah, Pepsi May West, and a juicy fruit gum.
May we?
Merci beaucoup.
Je vous en prie. This is for Northcott of Remax Performance Realty with Bill Macklem, President of Dominion Macklem Mortgage. Our producer is Dwayne Bishop and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Vancouver's original on-air open house, Radio Real Estate on CL 650.
You said you drive an Ampri? Is that a Quebec car?
Je vous en prie.
Oh, je vous en prie.
Wait.
Hi, this is Monica from Mummy Maids. We're here to help you with all your cleaning needs, including move-in, move-outs, packing and unpacking, organizing, laundry and windows, walls, basic cleaning and custom cleaning. We do it all. You deserve a break and Mummy Maids can help. Let us clean your castle with no hassle. Call 604-533-4959. That's 604-533-4959. Or visit us at mummymaids.com.
Hi, this is for Northcott of Remax Performance. Your real estate dreams begin with you. Baby boomers move for various reasons. Perhaps your home is just too big, or you want to buy that toy you always wanted. Together, we will make that happen. Call or text me, Fern Northcott, 604-790-9066, 604-790-9066, or visit fnorthcott.com.
Michael, good morning.
Morning, Tom.
Nice to have you on the program. However, whenever I talk to you, I got to be careful how I phrase this. I get a little hot under the collar. Do you have something there that can cool me down, especially in my car?
We can cool you down to a comfortable temperature with no problem. We're offering 10% off on air conditioning service because we know the hot weather is coming.
Summer will be here soon. Get your car in tip-top shape. Make sure it's nice and cool in there. Go to this website, northvancouvernissan.com, and ask for my friend Mike.
I'll be there.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem from Dominion Macklem Mortgages. In these busy times, it is not always possible to get to a bank for appointments. With young families and busy agendas, we have found that our personal, professional, and our at-home service is very much appreciated. Call 604-684-4663, 604-684-HOME, or online at billymac.com. That's B-I-L-L-I, not a Y, M-A-C.com.
Vancouver weather.
Well, there's some rain out there, but it should disappear, Bill. Hopefully by noon today, then we can put our shirts back on, right?
I'm hoping that, but then we go into mainly cloudy, 30% chance of showers in the morning tomorrow. But then at noon, because your alarm clock is set, we're going to go out and stand on the deck and have some sun for about 5 hours.
Nice.
And then it's going to get cloudy, and it's going to continue over into Monday with another chance of showers of 70%.
So Ferd and I should come over to your house at noon tomorrow?
At noon.
And stand on the back porch for 5 hours.
That's right.
Sounds good to me. Right now it is, about 13 degrees in the Radio Real Estate Show.
CI 650.
I'm gonna make this place your home.
Nice idea. Make this place your home. Put your personal touches into it. You go through that all the time. People buy a house, they turn the house into a home, right?
Absolutely.
That's the way to do it.
That's it. When you're selling, you sell a house. When you're buying, you buy a home.
Nice.
There you go.
Nicely put. Here's a gentleman that's been selling homes and houses for quite some time in the greater Vancouver area. His name is Don Mortimer. He's on the line right now. Donnie, good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm wonderful. It's always a pleasure to hear your dulcet tones on the radio. Boy, things are getting interesting in the world of real estate here in Vancouver.
Absolutely. They think this bubble's going to burst, but I don't see it coming anytime soon.
All right, you heard it from Don Mortimer. You don't think the bubble's going to burst?
I do not think so.
Just a minute, I got to put my pin away. So, Don, other than that, though, things are selling pretty good, huh?
Things are still going strong. Multiple offers after multiple offers.
So now might be the time to call Don. If you live in Metro Vancouver, he'll come and take care of you. Don, give me an example of what you might have for sale this weekend.
We have a fabulous new listing in North Delta in the Royal Heights area. A 2,400 square foot beautiful home with a nice executive kitchen on a 7,600 square foot lot. 3 bedrooms, 2-bedroom suite downstairs. Beautiful man cave, just one that any man's going to want to stay and never leave.
Sounds good to me. If we want to get some more details, we'll give you a call, right?
Yes, please do. This is Don Mortimer with Radio Real Estate.
Put Don Mortimer of Remax Crest Realty Westside to work for you. Call 604-781-6000. That's 604-781-6000.
Now, if you've been listening to the Radio Real Estate Show, you know that every once in a while we like to change things up just a little bit to make sure everybody is still on their toes. And I got something very special for our friend, Mr. Macklin, who's not paying the slightest bit of attention right now. See if this gets his attention.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife.
Oh, yeah.
I mean the bare necessities are Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life.
Yeah.
I have a visual.
No, please. I can imagine what that visual might be. And
Okay.
I don't want you going there. You're
I don't want to go there in my mind
far too young
either.
to be. No, don't go there. It's not a good thing. Well, Bill, you like that? You're smiling. You like that? No, when it comes to bare necessities, you're the guy to talk to because you look at people's, pardon me, but bare necessities.
Absolutely. You know, it's a funny thing. You know, some of us are blessed with different
necessities,
yeah. But also different traits in terms of how we run our businesses. Yeah. I'm blessed with having an ability to help people with their finances.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not necessarily I'm necessarily just trained, but something happened with my mom and my grandfather who had some genetic, and they pass it down. So therefore, I'm not really smart. It's just their genetic material.
Whoa. Something happened between your mom and your granddad? Oh, you mean the genes in the pool?
The genes in the pool.
Okay.
Or they could be in the washer.
No, never mind. The jeans are in the washer. That's why I'm wearing the suit today, right? So
exactly.
Earlier in the show, you said you were going to talk about house pricing.
Yeah, well, what's happening is that we hear all the time about the fact that Toronto and Vancouver are the only ones that are having problems in housing. You know, this is a terrible thing, and the prices are going nuts. And so you've got something that's starting to happen now in Montreal, which is the second largest city in Canada, and they're starting to see some movement in their pricing. Now, they're a little bit behind. They're about $100,000 on average less than the rest of Canada. But if I'm looking at Toronto's top prices in 2017, they forecast it being $650. Montreal is $350, so it's half of that, basically. Vancouver is $930. So what they're saying is that overall, though, the pricing in Canada overall in all cities is $450,000. So Montreal is about $100,000 than the average. But that's not going to last long, because now people are starting to realize that Montreal is a bargain, and they'll start moving their money there. and there's such a large number of people. I have an article here on a fellow that is in there, Sergio Bonici, has a fourplex in Montreal, and he says he's only had 4 people come by and see it. And he says what's happening is that the property's worth about 5.25, but it's a revenue. It's a duplex. It has good income stream. But when people don't have anybody like myself or another broker such as myself to talk to, they don't actually get an opportunity to look at what that price is and then look at the income stream on it. And if you're someone that's earning in excess of $70,000 to $80,000 either individually or as a family, you're paying anywhere from 27 to 37% taxes. Here's an opportunity to get an investment property. If it doesn't carry itself, which all people want to carry, you have an opportunity then of claiming some of that loss as a taxable loss against your income, and you might even get a bit of your income tax back. And that's what people don't understand. Like, so mortgages and financing and buying properties is more than just going out to buy a home. You know, you have to look at all the different aspects of it. No different than what our previous guest was talking about, the law of 72. You know, now we may not be putting your money into a home, maybe you're putting your money into a MIC fund. If you're putting your money into a MIC fund, Mortgage Investment Corporation, you got to make sure that you know what the returns are. So the good ones are going somewhere between 7 and 8. So let's just say it's 7 just for, or 7.2, let's say, just for the ease of mental calculations. With the law of 72, that means that money doubles in 10 years. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for something that's going to give you a reasonable rate of return. So housing is a good point. This type of property, an investment property, I had a client call me last night that they were thinking of buying an acreage out in Langley and now decided to kind of pull back and maybe they'll buy a couple of revenue properties in Chilliwack. And so they're going to look at those and we're going to go through some numbers for them. I have a meeting with them Monday to kind of go over that and say, okay, so this is what we can do with the income because they have a strong income. They're just unsure of where they're going to make their money.
All right, now somebody wants to get more information from Bill online. Go to the website. What would that be, Fern?
To get expert mortgage information online, visit billymac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com, or by calling Bill at 684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663.
In our next segment, we'll hear from our Radio Real Estate home handyman, Finn Jensen. This morning, Finn chats about our old friend, climate change.
You know him very well, don't you? Look out the window. He's there now.
Yeah, I know. So we're...
Go away.
Well, apparently we're supposed to be hotter.
Are we supposed to be hotter?
So then why is it only, what did we say right now? It's going to only go to 17 today.
Because Mr. Climate Change is over at Finn's house this weekend. I guess that's the reason why. We'll find out what the heck's going on. It's 10:52. Good morning. I'm Tom Lucas with our co-host Fern Northcott of Remax Performance Realty, Bill Macklin, president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. Our producer is Dwayne Bishop, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on CIL 650.
Tom Lucas here with Norm Holmes, vice president of Pioneer West. Norm, I need to know, who are some of your clients at Pioneer West?
Well, I consider our clients to be pretty much anyone, but predominantly our customers tend to be self-employed. Sometimes they're people that either can't provide credit or have bruised credit and need to repair that. And so we give them a mortgage to help them out.
So people can come in, sit down, talk to you, have a cup of coffee, and get all their questions answered, right?
Absolutely.
Go online. It's pioneerwest.com. That's pioneerwest.com.
Your life's too busy to be doing the things that you don't want to do. Hi, it's Monica at Mummy Maids. We'll free up your time by taking care of all your cleaning needs. We have weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or one-time special occasion plans available, including move-in and move-outs. Commercial and residential cleaning performed by bonded, insured, WCB-covered, uniform cleaning experts. You deserve a break, and Mummy Maids can help. Let us clean your castle with no hassle. Call 604-533-4959 or visit mummymaids.com.
CI 650. I'm fixing a hole where the rain gets in and stops my mind from wandering. I'm filling the cracks that ran through the door and kept my mind from wandering.
10:54. It's the Radio Real Estate Show. Our Radio Real Estate home handyman, Finn Jensen, is standing by. He's going to join into the conversation. Finn, good morning.
Good morning, Tom, and good morning, everyone. As the experts continue the controversy of climate change, we in the Greater Vancouver area are not unaware. Hardships elsewhere brought about by extreme weather conditions have from time to time threatened our idyllic state. To say that we're spoiled would be unkind. No one who lives here would not fully appreciate our good fortune. And so, in this late, amazing spring weather, we continue to whatever we must, and not unaware that the beaches are filling up once more, and the neighbors have dragged out their travel and camping equipment as if to tease just a little. Our turn will come, and some will have to stay home to mind the store. And it's not unusual to notice a slight relaxing of business when the good weather really gets going. Such is life in these parts. With so much outdoor activity and the offering, it's hard not to participate. And then we have our intrepid builders, plumbers, carpenters, electricians, surrounded by cement and siding contractors, who then are joined by a dozen more highly trained people working right through summer into late fall. Why? Because in their business, they must make hay while the sun shines. These men represent the visible part of Vancouver's building industry. Many more than that depend on bringing the finished product to market, what has lately helped pull this province to the forefront. This is Finn Jensen for Radio Real Estate. Talk to you next week.
Let Finn take care of your plumbing and air conditioning needs for fast, reliable, and dependable service called Gentech Mechanical Installations. 778-378-2740. That's 778-378-2740.
Now, you see, my dad was much like you. My dad grew up in the prairies for part of his life. He lived in the prairies. He had his chores to do before he went to school. I, on the other hand, grew up in the city. My father used to say things to me like, "Get up there, boy, and make hay while the sun shines." I had no idea what the heck he was talking about. Make hay while the sun shines.
You city kid.
I love being a city kid. Fern, Northcott, are you a city kid? Yeah, you
well,
are,
my roots are in Saskatoon.
Really?
Yeah, I was born in Saskatoon.
I knew there was something
It
like
was still a
about you.
city.
Yeah, well, it is a city. So they have real estate there, obviously, because you were there, and now you're here, and now you're making your living doing real estate. You're helping out people, old people, young people, people in between, and you have a couple of great properties today to pass us on.
I certainly do. It's been a busy week. So, Basement Home, North Delta at 7344 112A Street is listed at $799. Has a rough in suite. It's open today between 11:30 and 1:30. The address again is 7344 112A Street. Second one I've got is Cloverdale, and its address is 18231 60th Avenue. It also is a basement home listed at 749,888. It has a legal suite, lane access. It's open today between 2 and 4. Address again is 18231 60th Avenue.
Now, I know that people that live in Cloverdale do not like to be referred to as living in Surrey, but they are part of Surrey, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess we are.
I guess so.
I guess we are.
I guess so. So what Cloverdale too is, I mean, you have to drive by Cloverdale if you live in South Street and you're on your way to Langley.
Straight. Well, for the most part.
And there's lots of building going on there. Holy cow.
Lots of building going on everywhere.
Yeah, but especially in Cloverdale.
Mm-hmm.
And what I still like about Cloverdale, I shouldn't say this in there too loud, but I can't find any parking meters anywhere.
There aren't any parking meters.
Shh.
You know, when you go downtown, I know. You go downtown and, hey, we're business friendly. How's that?
Business friendly, is it?
Yep. I'm going to tout the Chamber of Commerce of Cloverdale right now.
Don't tell them that there's no parking meters. Oh, I said it again, didn't I? Sorry. It's a great place to live. Maybe we should do a little expose in Cloverdale one day. Bill could find out some, what the money is worth in Cloverdale. You can find out what the properties are.
You know what? We could do rodeo next year. So you guys could join me.
Listen, I know where the mechanical bull is, so we could. Never mind.
We have one on site, at the fair. We have one on site.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
His name is Bill?
Yeah.
Bill the Bucking.
Oh, well, you and I go back a long ways with mechanical bills.
Exactly. Bill, yeah.
Bill.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, 20 years ago or so.
Fernie, if somebody wants to get a hold of you, if you're not riding the bull, well, how do they do that?
Oh, or talking it. Anyway. For Northcott, I'm with Remax Performance. I could be reached by cell or text at 604-790-9066. That's 604-790-9066.
We have a lot of fun on the show. We laugh a lot. We make some fun of each other. But the one thing about Fern and Bill, they do know their business, and I want to congratulate you on that and keep knowing your business.
Thank you.
Now, Bill, you know everybody's business. What's going on?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
There's lots going on. Some things I can't tell you.
How much dough does Mrs. Smith make?
Oh, well, you know what? The good thing about it is that when I leave Mrs. Smith's house,
yeah,
my mind is wiped clean.
I see. It's locked away in there, huh?
Exactly.
Okay.
I've trained myself over the years because you know what? Loose lips sink ships.
I've heard about that. Before my time, too, but that's okay.
Say that again?
Loose lips sink ships.
It's a need to know.
Yeah.
This is coming from the guy that grew up in the prairies.
Yeah.
When was the first time you saw a ship?
I think I was about 30 years old.
I see.
I was 7. We moved to BC when I was 6.
Yeah,
and I
Mom
was
and Dad didn't
introduced to
move to
the
BC all that
Black
early.
Ball Fairy Lines.
Who?
Black Ball Fairy Lines. Remember that?
No.
You don't.
No.
That was before your time.
Yeah.
You would. Guess not.
Bill, if somebody wants to get a hold of you over the week, what number do they call?
Well, they can, as I was telling you earlier, a good friend of mine from Morinville, Alberta, called me last week, and he found my number at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
Where did he find your number? The bottom of his wife's purse or what?
No, he's an old friend that I used to be a mortgage broker up in Edmonton, and his two boys are down here in Richmond and in Brentwood area. And they're young, they're 24 and 25. They're looking to get pre-approved. They realize it's going to be a bit of a lengthy process. They're not going to go tomorrow and buy. So that's what we've done. So I've done that. So they called me. 604-684-4663.
I'm sorry, they were singing. What was that number again?
604.
Yeah.
684.
684.
4663.
4663.
Yes.
Okay. Because somebody could have been driving the car right now. The grandchildren could have been kicking the back of the seat, going,
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Can we get an ice cream?
and then the mom was saying, shh, Mr. Macklem is giving his telephone number, which is?
604-684-4663.
And then Dad says, wait a minute, that nice real estate lady that was on there was giving her phone number a second ago. I couldn't get that either. So?
604-790-9066. That's 604-790-9066.
Good.
Thanks
Everybody
for
knows it.
listening.
And thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you, Tom.
Billy, thank you for being here.
Hey, buddy. Good to see
Dwayne,
you.
thank you. And thank you for all for listening. We're back on Monday morning at 7 o'clock with the morning show. Radio Real Estate again next Saturday morning at 10. Enjoy your week. Next Saturday, next Sunday, rather, Father's Day. Next Saturday, we're going to do our Father's Day show this show.
Absolutely.
And I'm a dad, so bring me something nice.
I will.
Store-bought this year, please.
You don't want a homemade?
No, no.